in tribute to him, we're going to play some of the songs that we're playing at those jam sessions. In the band tonight, we have 3 Russian-American musicians. There's Alex Muchnik on drums, Oleg Margulis on piano, and Sasha Psakin, and Sergey on kazoo. And I'm the token non-Russian violinist, Barney Hill. All right, play a few songs and then we'll bring people up that's on the sign-up sheet. If you want to join, please sign up here and then we'll call you up.
Who's doing the intro? Was that? Yeah, just that. Okay. That was the tune by Victor Young called "Beautiful Love."
Another song by Victor.
So I'd just like to go down the list of people who have signed up. And so the next person, I don't know this person, Alla Vicas?
Alla Vixa.
Vixa. Okay. You sing?
There's no piano with the mix. Oh, really?
Are you want to sing?
I'd like to say something.
Yeah, okay, sing.
Zero. What do you want to say?
Just a couple of
But you, to tell the band the name.
Oh, no, it's fine. I prefer good translation. Ольга.
Alla Vixa.
Я не пою и не танцую. Я хотела бы сказать несколько слов. Может быть, даже хорошо, что вот джаз ансамбль начал играть. Я надеюсь, что Ольга переведет. Это будет лучше и проще, и понятнее. Не знаю, где она. Оля! Микрофон работает, по-моему. Ага. Ну, зачем?
Да.
Нам так повезло, что Виктор предложил приезжать в студию ко мне и играть, и таким образом вводить в джаз моего сына Дмитрия. Это было совершенно неожиданное предложение, тем более, что я Виктора первый раз услышала, это был, наверное, 93-й год у Ленковых дома, когда он потрясающе пел Галича. И, собственно говоря, тогда мы познакомились, но как-то очень редко пересекались. Но тут он позвонил и сказал, что он уже больше не работает и готов приезжать и играть в студии. И иногда даже, так сказать, такая имя, ну неважно. В общем, девушка, с которой он пел, приезжала тоже и, так сказать, пела. В общем, это было совершенно замечательное время, потому что он настолько обязательный человек, наверное, он приезжал почти каждый понедельник. И создавалась удивительная обстановка, когда мои ученики настолько заражались этой музыкой, вообще вот всем, так сказать, услышанном, потому что это действительно запоминается, наверное, особенно, так сказать, дети, которые вот рядом стоит музыкант-оркестр, человек-оркестр, который играет на всех инструментах, которые, так сказать, у него присутствуют. Причем он привозил, он не ленился, он привозил всю аппаратуру, он привозил киборд, саксофон, естественно, и все усилители. Это было настолько здорово. И вот я писала этот портрет, причем как-то совершенно непроизвольно, просто вот растворялась во всем этом удивительном мире, который он создавал в этот момент. Вот. И мои ученики до сих пор вспоминают, я даже им не хочу говорить о том, что он ушел в другой мир, но он с нами. И это место, которое он занимал в студии, вот оно существует до сих пор. Вот это его место, которое, так сказать, я каждый раз готовила к его приезду. Он также привозил Асю. Я еще хочу сказать несколько слов, каким он совершенно замечательным действительно был отцом. Он гулял с Асей, потом он ее привозил иногда с собой, и она тоже сидела и рисовала, и даже иногда подпевала. Олечка, извини. Ну, окей, Оля... Вот. Просто я чрезмерно благодарна, что это случилось, это было, и это, конечно, осталось с нами. И мы очень-очень благодарны и Ольге, и всем, через кого мы познакомились с ним. Спасибо.
So this is the story of the portrait that you see this evening. So Vita was very kind and agreed to come to Ala's art studio and play for the people there. And when it was first suggested by him, not by Ala, she was very surprised because she had met him and heard him a few times at the Lancome family home. But this was not something that she had expected from him. And when he came, it was a way to both introduce jazz to her son and to her students. But he came not just Victor came to play. He was an orchestra in himself. He can play every instrument, and he brought every instrument with him. And this was not something that he would do occasionally. It was basically every Monday, like clockwork. He would be there in the studio, and her students, when they saw him there, it was an inspiration to them as well. They both were inspired by the music that he played and also by the person that he was. He just brought a whole new energy to the studio. And Ala, she hasn't told them yet that he has passed to a better place, but there's still a spot in her studio for Victor, and she knows that even though he's not here with us in person, he's still there in the studio with her and her students and her family. And she's eternally grateful to him for taking the time to actually come and interact and inspire, because that's the type of person that he is. And the other note that she wanted to say is that he was also a great father. He would go hiking and walking with his daughter Asya, and he would also bring her to the studio, and she would sometimes draw while he played. And she's just so grateful that she could have someone like him in her life, and that she was introduced to him and his family, and she feels lots of love for Olga and Asya and his other daughters, and she just is so happy and grateful that she could have him in his life and that she had the opportunity to create this piece, because it was just something about his person that you can't ever forget, and he always doesn't fail to aspire.
Thank you. So the next person on the list is John Vargas. He's a vocalist from the East Bay. And by the way, he's going to have a show in a couple weeks on the 17th. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, and we had a number of people like myself and Mark. So talk to him if you want to see the show. Okay, so John's going to sing something. I think Mark, you're going to say it again? Okay, Mark's going to accompany John on piano.
Thanks, Mark. Yes, absolutely. Please. So I have a little story about Victor myself. I didn't know him very well, but this gentleman here, Marty Honda, introduced me to many of the musicians in this room. And just like Marty said, Victor was at many of those jam sessions, certainly all of the ones that I went to. And the one thing that I remember, he always had his alto saxophone. He'd play at least one song on saxophone. He was a very good sax player, but he was an incredible vocalist, and especially he loved to channel Louis Armstrong. So I'll never forget Victor Rivkin singing these amazing songs by Satchmo. This is a ballad here that I love to sing, and my colleague here, Mark Ricci, is going to play piano. When the sunny gets blue, her eyes get gray and cloudy, then the rain begins to fall. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter, love is gone, so what can matter? Sweet lover man comes to call. When the sunny gets blue, she breathes a sigh of sadness, like the wind that fills the trees, like some violin that's played, something that my heart is saying. No sweet lover man comes to go. Oh, people used to love to hear her laugh, see her smile. That's how she got her name. She's lost her style, changed her smile. Somehow she's not the same. Memories will fade, pretty dreams will rise up where her other dreams fell through. Hurry, new love, hurry, kiss just how she got her name. Some say it was style. She's lost her smile. She's changed her style. Somehow she's not the same. But memories will fade. Pretty dreams will rise up when her other dreams fell through. Sorry, new love, hurry to kiss away each lonely tear and hold her near when the sunny gets blue. This one's for you, Victor.
That was John. Hello? Yeah. John Vargas with Mark Rivkin on piano. So, we have a couple more people, actually 3 more. Before we do that, maybe let the band play one more song and then we'll bring Rick Ferguson and the singers up and then we'll continue. So, pick a number.
Yeah. What's up a little bit? And then from A. Yeah.
Thank you. Stella by Stella. All right, so we have a couple more people or groups of people up here. Rick Ferguson is going to be playing piano. He has, I think many of you know him. He's been very active in the Russian community, actually. Oh, and Larry Chin is here. What do you guys think? Okay. So Rick is going to introduce. Okay.
Follow us. Okay, yeah. So I'll just get on stage and get off.
All right. So we're going to have Melina to sing, and then after Melina will be another singer, Lee Perez. Stay tuned for that.
Which mic is Mark?
I'm just going to say a few words about Victor. Unfortunately, I didn't know him for that long. So relatively short time that I did know him left this unforgettable trace in my heart, and he helped me really very, very much. So after some not so successful musical debut, I was pretty much crushed and I was going to just never sing in public again. And then there was Victor, who almost like against my will dragged me to those famous Alla Viksnes Mondays at the art studio. And with his kindness and incredible supportive nature, he helped me just as much as Alla's son and his daughter. So this man was not only a wonderful musician, but also such a bright and warm person, and all I remember about him, his kindness. So just again, I want to thank him so much that he was in my life.
Let me just add, thank you, Milena. Victor introduced Milena and me. And that this was part of a chain of acquaintances that begins with one of the really nicest parts of my life. It came late in life. I loved playing piano in high school in Chicago. I loved it. And I loved, believe it or not, Russian language study in high school. And I was a pretty good piano player, and I spoke Russian pretty well. And I came out to Stanford, and the rest of my life got very, very busy for about 35 years. I stopped playing piano, and I stopped speaking any Russian. And Marty Honda here, as you can understand, Marty is a key person in all of our musical lives. Marty had jams, and I met Victor at a jam, and we started trading some words in Russian. So in a way, not only did Marty and Victor help get me back to playing piano and jazz genre, but also introduced me to a long series of wonderful people in what I call Russian music community, which makes me feel like my childhood again. I just love the Russian music community, the level of appreciation for all kinds of music in the community. So I feel very grateful to be here. And I have to say, Victor is right there, as he was in so many lives, so many Russian emigre lives. He was right there at the beginning of some of the best parts of our lives. So please enjoy a couple songs by Milena Neymark. And the band will be with us on the first, and we'll do the second one ourselves.
So it's a very bittersweet evening, so we're gonna start with Sweet, Fly Me to the Moon. And we did it so many times with Victor.
Fly me to the moon and let me see all the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold on my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. Let me sono solo l'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Si l'orchestra lo c'è in una stanza canta marca il sole. Se non chi sei tu con me, sulla finestra mostra tutti il mio cuore che è acceso, che di dentro me la luce che ha contrada per strada. Time to say goodbye, poesie che non ho mai veduto, vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non aspettano più. It's time to say goodbye. Quando sei lontana sono l'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Io sì l'orchestra con me, tu mia luna, tu sei chi con me, mio sole, tu sei chi con me, con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye, poesie che non sai, veduto, vissuto con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, veduto con te, che io lo sono e con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so, non sposano più. It's time to say goodbye.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Lily. Okay, now we have another singer that's going to perform with Rick. Her name is Lee Perez. And, she is an amazing vocalist. If you haven't heard her before, you're going to be amazed by this.
I need to be, I'm gonna be was my first time singing, and I was really nervous. And he said, "Come on, we're gonna go down Captain Street." And I was like, but I'm really, just come with me. And he brought me on stage, and he says, "Okay, we're gonna sing together." It's like, okay, what do you know? Oh no, sing this. So he was just so kind and generous to me, and I mean, even though I'm old, I was new at singing. So it's very difficult for me these days to go to a jam and not see him. I always expect him to show up and just come on stage while I'm singing. So I want to dedicate this song to him. In all the old familiar places that my heart embraces all day through, in that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer day, and everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is through,
and accompanied by Rick Ferguson. All right. Maybe later. We have one other duo, piano and vocalist. His name is Larry Chen and Thuy Lien. Both of them are veterans of the jam scene. They have played with Victor many, many times. And they're going to come up and do one number in honor of Victor. Thank you.
All worked out.
All right. This is Larry Chen, pianist, and Thuy Lien.
Oh, no, if you know, she wants to do...
No, so first, can I have two? What's the time?
We're supposed to answer one. Let's see how it goes.
It's wonderful in C.
Hi. Hi, hi. Thank you for this celebration. I think many of you who are Victor's family and friends have already met me, maybe more than once, at our jams or shows. Actually, I was very shocked to hear Victor's passing. It's the last that I heard from him, I called him for a gig, and he, for the last few years, had played with me at pretty much most of my shows, whether it was a jam or formal show. I would call Victor, and it seemed like most of the time at the last minute, he would always be ready and willing. And every time he would come to the gigs, he would never, ever forget to just stop me and say, "How are you doing?" You know, with this very sincere, question that, many of us kind of take for granted. We see each other and just kind of, "Oh, how's it going?" In passing, but never Victor. There's one thing that I've always appreciated about Victor. So when I last called him, he said he was ill. And I pried for more details, but he didn't say much more. So I thought it was just, the standard flu. I didn't realize that he was more sick. So, Victor, I'm sorry I didn't pry well enough. I didn't realize. So to your family and friends, I'm very sorry. And I'm here, no longer with a broken heart, but I think he would want me to celebrate his life, and I want to thank him for also being there and giving not only me but a lot of our fellow musicians the encouragement, and that little tiny nudge that says, you can do it, just keep on going, enjoy music and do what you can. So that's Victor. So I love Victor, and I'm going to miss him very much. So we'd like to, Larry, the pianist, he also has worked with Victor. Like many of us, we love him dearly. So I'd like to dedicate these few songs to him. what I love to see. You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. This next song is Victor's signature song. And I know every time he's on my stage, he has to perform this song because it's a favorite of my fans. One, two, three. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends, they're shaking hands, saying, how do you do? And really saying, I hear babies cry. I watch them grow and learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see friends, they're shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful, what a wonderful
Muy bien. So I think we have gone way past the allotted time, so it's the appropriate time, I think, to say good night. And
One more song.
well, okay, as long as we don't get kicked out, and the owner, it's okay with the owner? Good.
Thank you very much.
After finish slideshow, Павел Белявский.
Just a couple of words. This is a song called Nature Boy. And the reason that it relates to today's evening, because that song was written by an immigrant from Russia, a Jewish immigrant from the early 20th century, Ebez, Adin Ebez, his name is, and it's Nature Boy. He wrote both words and lyrics. And I'm gonna sing it first in English, and then I'll sing the same song in Russian, translated by Igor Rabin, who's back there. And I'm gonna today is the first time I saw these lyrics. I'm gonna try my best, but they're great. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea, a little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And as he spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever, 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 ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Жил паренек, чудной блаженный паренек, и говорят, он пересек 100 дорог, сотни рек проплыл, нес не жаль, глаза печаль, но очень мудрым был. Но в нежный день, волшебный день, мы встретились. И говоря о королях и шутах, он мне смысл открыл важнее знания в жизни нет. Даря любовь, любимым быть Он смысл открыл. Даря любовь любимым быть в ответ. Это песня «Дитя природы», переводя на русский язык.
All right, so Victor, if you're up there, you heard everything. You liked it. So thank you all. I want to introduce the house band here with Sergey. Alex Machnik on drums. Up here was Rick Ferguson. Also Oleg. Pasha Osakin. Marty. Thank you. And we wish everyone a good evening, and I hope Victor has enjoyed our performance. Thank you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue. Me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, yes. I think to myself, what a wonderful, what a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world. Thank you very much.
Okay, Bob, you ready?